Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Shalom. I'm the priest YAHAWAH from the GMS South Carolina camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, shalom. And we're coming into a time to where we really got to step out on faith and really believe that YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is with us, man. We're coming into a time to where we truly got to detach ourselves from this world. And we really got to truly have faith that YAHAWASHI is going to deliver us through everything that's coming. Through Jacob's trouble, through our hour of temptation, right? So we got to prepare our minds for that, man. And a way that we prepare our minds is by, building that relationship with YAHAWASHI right now. Studying, praying, talking to the Lord, man. And let me say this. I'm speaking to myself before I'm speaking to anybody else, man. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, right? Because, look, I'm just trying to make it just like every other brother, So I'm speaking to myself before I'm speaking to anybody else. Really, this video is just for whoever needs to hear this, man. We see, Esau preparing that sword to come against us. We see the propaganda that this nigga is, coming with so that he can, take us off of the highways and byways, man. The whole thing with Alex Jones and Donald Trump and so on and so forth, man. You got agents that's coming to the camp. So this thing, this thing really is about to jump off. But what spirit should we be in? And we need to be in the spirit of our faith being strengthened. Because, look, everything that, beginning with the apostles and elders, everything that they've been teaching us, that we've been learning, that we're teaching, they're happening. The prophecies is happening. Back to back to back. We're seeing the last two major prophecies being prepared. So this should be boosting our faith. We're seeing the chariots, man. We're seeing the angels in real time. So we need to be in that spirit of heavy preparation. Right? Sirach 2 and 1, I'm going to read it again. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So prepare your minds, your spirit to be tested, to be tempted. Right? We're going to be put in situations that we've never been put in before. But it's all to prove our faith and also to strengthen us. It's all to show that our Lord is with us, man, and that he's going to be with us in our darkest hour. Right? Until the end of the earth. Until YAHAWASHI returns. Hey, YAHAWASHI is with us right now. Right? I believe that's a scripture. Let me real quick. Bear with me. I think this is it. Matthew 28 and 20. Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. Right? So the Lord is with us. It says even unto the end of the world. What world, whose world are we coming to? Are we at the end of? Esau's world. Right? Because that's what? 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, and it's all and it starts with Yahawashi, and it's going to end with Yahawashi, right? Because if you think about it, who gave Esau his blessing? It was Isaac. But we know, for the brothers that's a little more studied, right? We understand that Yahawashi was Isaac, right? That Yahawashi was Adam. Okay. So when it comes to Esau getting his blessing, Yahawashi, when he was Isaac, he gave Esau his blessing. So it's only right that Yahawashi is the one that takes away Esau's blessing. And that's what he's going to do when he returns. But even right now, Yahawashi is with us. Let's go back. Teaching, Matthew 28:20, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. So we're at that time to where we're at the end of Esau's world, man. Yahawashi is definitely going to be, how much more now? He's definitely going to be with us if we trust and believe in him, right? It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we coming into that time to where, hey, it's our turn to rule. Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So, yeah, we're in the transitioning period right now. And it's going to be a very uncomfortable transition, right? But Yahawashi is telling us not to worry because he's with us. We got to be in this spirit. As a matter of fact, let me go to Daniel. I know a lot of Akim know where I'm going. Let me go to Daniel chapter 3. And I'm going to try to get through all of this, man. Let's go to I'm a little strapped for time. I'm actually on my break. This is a good read for you Akim who haven't read this. Go back and read the whole chapter, but because I'm a little strapped for time, I want to get to the points, man. Right? Let's see where I want to start. Matter of fact, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm starting from the top, man. Let's see if I can get through this. Daniel 3:1. Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold. I'll just hit the points, right? Whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. So pretty much Nebuchadnezzar created an idol, a golden idol. And as you read, he wanted everybody to worship this idol, right? Verse 5. That at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image, this idol, that Nebuchadnezzar the king have set up. So at a certain time, when you hear this these particular instruments being played, Nebuchadnezzar had wanted everybody to fall down and worship this idol. But guess what? That goes against YAHAWASHI. That goes against our customs. That goes against our power. So we can't do it. Right? So that's a spirit. Matter of fact, I'll just keep reading. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and languages fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Wherefore, at that time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree. It says, thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Yeah, because we follow YAHAWASHI. That's our power. So of course we're not going to, worship a damn image, that's being set up, an idol, if you will. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? And we're coming into that time now because Esau is presenting is beginning to present an idol, which is going to be the MOTB, right? And if you don't fall down and worship this idol, we're going to be presented with death, man. But we gotta be like these three. As I keep reading, you'll see what I mean. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. So they had faith, man, in YAHAWASHI. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage, I believe that goes into your countenance, your facial expressions, was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. So they was entering pretty much the hour of temptation, man. They was coming there because we all gonna have that point to where, hey, look, we're gonna have to either we believe in YAHAWASHI or not, man. Either we trust and have faith in the Lord or not. Everybody's gonna be faced with that point. And when I say everybody, I'm speaking about, well, I'll say it like this, everybody on the whole world, but really I'm speaking to the true believers, man, because the 2/3, they're gonna, they ain't gonna have that option of truly believing in YAHAWASHI. They're gonna be calling on Jesus and whatnot, and they just gonna get destroyed. But all of us true believers, we're coming into that time to where we're gonna have to really make that decision. Yeah, we say that we believe in YAHAWASHI now when there ain't shit going on. But soon we really gonna have to truly, present that faith. Do we truly believe, man? You got to ask yourself, man. That's why the scriptures say, examine thyself daily, roughly paraphrasing, man. And like I said, once again, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Right? But how do we show our faith now to the Lord? By praying into him, by building that relationship with him, by reading, studying, truly believing, man. And that's all we can do. It says, these men were bound to their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king, Salakia, man, I got a little mucus built up that I got to get rid of, Salakia. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonied, and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire. Look at that, man. Hey, Yahawashi was he literally was with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, man. He was the 4th, you know. And 4 also represents what? Mercy. And they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Speaking about Yahawashi, man. You see that? So, hey, even when we present it with death, man, and we gotta, because Matthew 24:13 says what? He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Even with death, it presented with us. Because you're going to have some brothers that got to be martyrs. They're going to be put to death. Well, man, hey, man, who said we're going to feel it? If that got to be our lot, that has to be our lot, man. You know, and that's an honorable death. But, hey, man, the things that were written before time were written for our learning. You see? Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth out of the midst of the fire, and the princes, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was a hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. So Yahawashi delivered them, man. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who have sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies, that they might not serve nor worship any God except their own God. You see that? Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. And guess what, man? Hey, once Yahawashi delivers the elect, that's ultimately going to happen, man. Ultimately, everybody going to worship Yahawashi, man. Because we coming into that time. Hey, look, it's time for Yahawashi to get his glory, man. He's going to manifest his glory through his people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but it starts with the elect, man. You know? Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. So, yeah, man, we got to have that faith. You know, we coming into that furnace of affliction. All right, let me get one more. Isaiah 48:10. Check this out. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. And so we coming into that time to where we all going to be coming to that hour of temptation. You know, we're going to be faced with our own furnace of affliction, to where we got to trust in Yahawashi, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They trust in BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. So we're going to have to do the same, man. You know? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me get one more. I got to get back to the plantation, unfortunately. Sirach 41:3. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee and that come after. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. So, yeah, man, we can't fear death. And like, you know, I quoted earlier, the things that were written before time were written for our learning, man. So we coming into that time we truly got to trust in Yahawashi to deliver us, man. And, hey, look, if we are the elect, we'll be delivered. Hey, man, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, pretty much more so inspiring to whoever needs to hear this lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Hey, until next time, Shalom.